Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you had an amazing 4th of July weekend, because y'all know we wasn't free, right? But that's a conversation for another time. Today, we're going to talk about the ultimate lie of omission. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Miss Cathay Williams, who was the first and only female Buffalo soldier. She was born in 1842 into slavery in Missouri. She was a house slave. When the Civil War broke out, Union soldiers came and freed her, and then she ended up going and working as a paid servant for the Federal Army. So she really got acclimated to military life. She would travel around a lot with the different units, doing cooking and laundry and what have you. And she did that until the Civil War ended. But during the time, she was like, I got a steady paycheck, I got a steady job, I get to travel, I'm about this life. But then the war ended, and that was it. So she was like, well, man, what am I going to do? But she heard about the 38th Company of the Buffalo Soldiers. And so she changed her name to William Cathay and enlisted. Now, obviously, they didn't do a whole lot as far as medical exams at that time because she got in. So I'm imagining they were like, how many fingers am I holding up? 2, sir. Can you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? Yes, sir. Stick out your tongue. Ah. All right, well, we need soldiers. You'll do. And she was off to the races. So she served about 2 years. There was no record of her actually doing combat. She did what most of the Buffalo soldiers did, just help protect the settlers, help protect the miners, making sure that they weren't attacked by Indians. And after about 2 years, she kind of started to grow weary of that military life. So her body was also agreeing with her. She ended up having 5 different stints in the hospital, in 4 different hospitals. So she was hospitalized 5 times in 4 different hospitals. And they still didn't know she was a woman. But the 5th time is what got her. She got hospitalized for neuralgia. And they figured it out. They was like, you got to go. So they gave her an honorable discharge and a certificate of disability. Her commanding officer said on that certificate that she was feeble of mind and body, and that she was often unfit to serve because she was sick so much. The physician that did her exam pretty much mirrored that same sentiment, adding to that she suffered from ailments that nobody really understood, and most of them were probably pre-existing before she enlisted. So all that being said, she was out of the Army, so she moved to Colorado and continued to do domestic work. She did cooking, she did laundry, and even had a brief period of time where she was a part-time nurse. After a while, her health started to fail, and she ended up being hospitalized for like a year and a half with, as the elders would say, she done got her the sugar diabetes, and she ended up having to get all of her toes removed. So she had to walk with 2 canes. So now she didn't have any money, and she was dealing with, this illness. So she went and tried to get a disability from the Army, saying that, she was suffering from deafness and from rheumatism and, neuropathy. So she wanted disability. So they reviewed her case. Doctor came and, checked her over and was like, girl, ain't nothing wrong with you. So they denied her claim because 1, they said there was no disability. 2, they said if there was, her discharge papers said that she had, we've heard of these pre-existing conditions. And then 3rd, she couldn't legally serve in the Army anyway because she was a woman. So, she was that was kind of that. So nobody really knows exactly what happened to her after that. She died sometime between 1892 and 1900, because after 1900, her name no longer showed up on the census. So in essence, that is the story of Cathay Williams. Now let me tell y'all something. I pride myself on being a tall, hardworking, efficient, intelligent Black woman. But let me tell you, put me in the Western Plains, on patrol, in a desert, or in some mountains, and let a snake crawl across my foot. You talk about somebody getting out of character quick. Listen, I got nothing but respect for Cathay Williams to be able to do that for 2 years. And and then I also have to give a shout out because we as women will not only work the uniform, but we can work the Buffalo Soldier paraphernalia also. So y'all like this jacket? I make it look good, don't I? I know, you don't have to tell me. I'm just kidding. Anyway, if this content has resonated for you, or if you like this jacket, you can see my website is blackb4u, black, letter B, number 4, letter U.com. I'm also on Facebook at blackb4u, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. are at Negro League 1920. That will eventually be changing to Black B4U. We're in the process of that now, but for now it's all Negro League 1920. Empowering our future by honoring and preserving our past. If you enjoyed this, like I said, like it, follow us. Feel free to leave comments. If there's any additional content that you'd like to see on a different topic, I'd love to hear it. Thank you so much.